Hi, I'm Rick Uzzi, Vice President of Marketing at Zecorum, and I'm here with Carlos Bustamante, Vice President of Strategic Technologies. And we're going to be talking about set-top box diagnostics. Carlos, you recently sent out a survey to some of our cable operators about set-top box diagnostics. Why did we send that?
So, Rick, what we wanted to do in the product development side of the house is take more of a data-driven approach to our product development life cycle. So the idea was we're getting a lot of requests from customers and sometimes prospects that they do have platforms that allow them to see the health metrics and performance metrics of their broadband devices like a DOCSIS cable modem, but that doesn't provide a full home view, the whole home view of all the cable TV services, for example, video. So the idea of doing the market analysis via a customer survey was to be able to quantify the need for such a platform in the market.
And what size operators were these that we were surveying?
So we did a twofold approach. We consulted with our customers, which are traditionally the mid-tier to the tier 3 type cable operator, but we've also had addressed the survey to non-customers, but all in the United States.
And you mentioned we've got data diagnostics, voice diagnostics. On the video side, are there any products for video-only diagnostics?
So through the years, typically set-top box manufacturers would provide some type of software to be able to give the MSO visibility into the set-top boxes, but in our experience, those have not been deployed as readily. They're not necessary. And we have had some feedback from MSOs that they just wouldn't deploy them because of lack of ease of use.
Mm-hmm. What about some of these NOC monitoring systems that look at it from a high level?
Sure. So we have also seen that there are some software providers that do provide visibility into set-top boxes, but more on a NOC point of view. So the difference is, on our side, we're looking to guarantee the customer experience, high quality of experience, but also by giving access to different roles within an operational team within an MSO. So for example, the call center, that type of personnel has direct line of engagement with the end customer, and they are looking for diagnostics on what's going on right now, the performance of the set-top box, whereas a NOC monitoring tool is more looking to see if certain metrics are breaching thresholds where things are going offline. So different profiles in what set-top box diagnostics that our customers want to see.
So I know there's a lot of movement in set-top boxes as far as technology. What about older boxes, newer boxes?
So it's interesting, within the survey, we wanted to get an understanding of what the market is doing. So we asked about, of course, the legacy set-top boxes, and of course today you're seeing hybrid set-top boxes, and then in the near future people want to go full IP. What's interesting about the survey is that the legacy set-top boxes for the survey respondents seem to be about more than 70% of the respondents still have them deployed.
So obviously video is an important part of the service. It has been since they deployed cable, right? Cable TV. So what do they do today if somebody calls in and they've got a video problem?
So focusing on the legacy boxes, again, maybe there was some type of software to provide some level of visibility, but over 80% of the respondents said that they have little to no visibility at an aggregated, centralized manner. What that means is that when they're within their offices, they don't have a way to be able to remotely look and gather these metrics from the deployed set-top boxes.
So what do they do?
So unfortunately, what they have to do, if there's an issue, they actually have to roll a truck, schedule an appointment with the customer, get in front of that set-top box, and pull up some diagnostics menus that will pop up on the TV set.
I guess they probably even have to go from room to room to see what's going on.
I would say so. If they wanted to see if it's a problem that's impacting more than one set-top box, they probably would.
Okay. So we've got these older boxes out there. Are they actually able to provide some level of diagnostics? What kind of things can you get?
So they are. So some of the legacy boxes, They provided metrics like on the RF side of the house, out-of-band frequencies, SNRs, things you would attribute for the plant, but they're also providing TV type information. So for example, if we wanted to find out information about the DVR, the hard drive temperature, the hard drive usage, as well as parental control. Some of that information is available today in the older boxes.
Oh, that's great. So that could really help them out in a call center if they're on the phone with a customer. They can provide that kind of
Absolutely. So the idea of platforms like ours is to be able to quickly determine, for the call center agent to determine whether it's an issue that they can resolve on the phone, and if it's not, because it's probably somewhere in the plant, they recognize this very quickly, so they can then with information, roll a truck or schedule a truck and give that level of assurance to the customer that they're getting taken care of.
That's good information. So what was the most surprising thing that came out of the survey for you?
So the most surprising thing for me, well, a couple of pieces. One of them was that these legacy boxes are still out there. You know, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Right.
But also the timeline. I think we know, we thought that there are some timelines that those that still haven't deployed have to forklift and swap out with newer technologies. Of those that responded to our survey, over 50% said they had zero plans to remove these legacy boxes.
It's expensive to do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, this is great. Good information. So obviously there's a market here for set-top box diagnostics. Right now, if you're looking for data or voice diagnostics, you can always check us out. Go to TrueVision.com for our TrueVision product. Or give us a call at 800-909-9441.